Welcome back, my friend. This is Mr. Anna in the world of toys, and this is the first long series of video about this tallest building terrains ever. Mythic Legion's Castle project for this is just the Wizard Tower, just the beginning of the work. But take a closer look, my friends, of this crazy project. So if you want to support this big project, maybe consider to become my patrons, because it's a long way to build the entire castle. It's just the beginning of the Witch Tower, and we show in this video, maybe more than one, depending on how long become this video. I will show how I built this tower so far, because it's just the beginning, many things I have to do. But let's take a close look just a few moments right now. Before to start, looks like a tutorial to watch everything from the beginning when I start to build this witch tower, and many things still to do, especially also the painting, but also many stuff still to come for this tower. Let's take a look. I start the project to some sketches to figure out how can be this castle. I use also some box to do a model for the towers, but anything changed during the process. I do some templates, some tests to understand if I'm able to do that, because the first time ever that I try to do a big huge castle diorama like this one, and I start to figure out how many stairs I can do with this big piece of foam, and I do this template for I did actually the template for the staircase, instead to do some to understand how many template I can put in one piece of foam, how many stairs I can do. And now I start to cut the foam in different pieces to go to the final size that can work with this big spiral staircase, especially to each steps actually of the staircase. And so I start to cut after cut, as you can see right now, and now I understand how many stairs I can do in this little cut, 2 by pieces. So I decided to cut once again the foam to have the perfect size to continue this project. It take a lot. It was a huge time-consuming project. Honestly, we are only in the beginning. Take a look how many stairs I can do. 6 stairs actually with one piece of foam. And now I start to cut. I create this template or stencil, whatever, and I start to size the size, the shape actually of the first stairs of the staircase. Take a look. I use actually a pen to follow the line to understand where I can cut with the hot wire. I use the hot wire. This is the manual hot wire, but I have also the Proxon, and later on you can see also how I use the Proxon in this project, my friends. And it is for you, to give you the opportunity to be able to do the same things. This is the first time ever to me, my friends, to do something similar, a big diorama with XPS foam. It's first time ever in my life, and I think it looks really good, because it's the first time ever I can do this. So you can do that if you follow step by step this long series of video about this big Mythic Legion's castle project, a huge castle, and this tower is 6 foot 8 inches tall actually,
Meanwhile, you can see right now I continue to cut with hot wire the pieces, the first stairs. I do this for many times for each stairs. I don't recall now how many stairs I put to go to the final size of the towers, but it was a lot. I consumed my entire summer 2022 to do that in the night when it was a little bit of fresh air, remember, and listening fantasy soundtrack music because it gave you the inspiration actually. And take a look at these stairs. I did these 6 stairs actually, and I check how it looks with the figures and take a look how growing up the towers. So this is step by step, day by day, night by night. I built this actual tower. Take a look, it become taller and taller to go to the final 8, my friends. The final 8, including the 2 room, is a 6'8". But now you can see 6'8". But now you can see only the staircase, day after day, night after night. So you need to have a big resilience to do that, my friends, absolutely. And now I got the sandpaper to sand it a little bit. Some part that will be exposed, the surface that will be exposed in the final results of the staircase, because this phone that I got, this yellow phone, have some weird texture that doesn't match with my project, so I need to sand everything, and then I start to carving, to sculpt actually the phone. So above, because I want that this staircase looks like made by stone, a stone staircase with an ancient stone like that. So I create with the pencil the shape of each stones for each stairs. So like that, you can see, use the pencil, then I use this this looks like this accessories, this tool, to sculpt a little bit in the depth of the line, to give a depth line in the stairs. Take a look, because I want the looks, to me is the goal is do something realistic, credible and realistic that can match with my Mythic Legends figure to do my stop motion series, but I want also some action feature. So not just only a diorama, but I want only that can be a play set. And now I use my Mr. Alan stone. Yes, that's right. A stone that I 2 type of stone. I use many times the same 2 stone. One is a little bit bigger and the other is a little bit smaller. And I got this stone in the forest near my house. You can see right here how it works, this stone. It looks really well in my opinion. And take a look, I want some really strong texture to give you the vibes that can be a real stone, not just a small stone. A stone with the big signs, big lines like that. Take a look. And I think this type of stone that I got in the forest works really well. I call this stone Mr. Alan Stone process, so because it's a trademark right now, I will use every time in my project this stone. These stones, this one and the other is a little bigger, to do the texture actually of my build. And now it's time for the hot glue, because I use the hot glue to put together the staircase. Take a look. I love hot glue because it's fast, it's really strong. And now I put the stairs on the top with the hot glue. You need to get the perfect place to put the stairs, because then you have just few seconds to move a little bit to get the perfect position. And take a look how it looks now with the texture pieces of the tower. Take a look, it's really cool. I love it. Imagine it's just the form without the painting. With the painting will be very cool. I use some magnet inside to put together the tower. I use some magnet, and maybe in another video I will share with you how I use the magnet in my build. But for this video now, because I want to share other things, I don't want to do a huge and long video, because this video looks like 15 minutes. I think it can work like that. It's just the first part, will be more part. And take a look, I start to build right now the first room of the tower. And then I start also to build the floor of the wizard room, the wizard with many spells and something magic. Take a look, I start to shape also the wall of the wizard room. with the proxon I cut this, I start to cut everything to have two like a mini circle to put together to create the room. Take a look and start to working also for the door, for the space of the door with this stuff. And take a look. This is how it looks right now, the tower with the first room and the second room right now, guys. You can see how it looks, and I start to also to figure out how tall can be also the roof, because take a look at how tall is this my living room with the tower. It's really big, my friends. It's really huge, and I like it. It's my project to do something really big in scale with Mythic Legion. Some of them is really big figures, is 12 inches figures, is really big, the troll for example. So do take a look at how tall it can be. But it's just the project. And now I start to build the roof, because I want a roof that looks like a wizard hat with that shape, you know? I start to build that, to figure out how I can do that. The only problem I think that like that now it become really big, heavy, you know, this roof. So now I start to build the shape, but in the end of the day I figure out it's really too heavy. So I need to figure out how I can do a good balance for the tower with this heavy roof. Take a look. I start to have a shape of the wizard hat. It's nice, but I think there's nothing is finished now. More still to come. But take a look. I start to work on the wall of the two room of the tower. Like I did, for example, the same method that I did also for the stairs before. The typical method of Mr. Allen, my friends. Take a look. I use also this knife to have better, deeper lines. And now the Mr. Allen stone work. There we go, guys. It's the bigger one of the two stones that I have. For the strongest line, I use the big one. For the smallest line, I use the smallest of my Mr. Allen stone for my forest near my house, guys. And take a look how it looks right now, only outside, but it won't work, so do the same things also in the interior of the castle, of the tower, of this room. And take a look outside how it looks with the texture. It looks really realistic, like a real stone. And I like this is the goal, my friends. Do something like that, like a real stone, my friends. And this is another shot of that. I think it looks really well. A real stone right here also, guys. And take a look also in the interior. Now I did the stone work, Mr. Allen stone work. Take a look, guys. Really cool. Looks like a real stone, also without the paint job, because the paint will be later. You have many things to do with this tower. And take a look, another look. I did also right now the cut for the two window. This is actually the wizard room, the top room on the top of the tower, the wizard room. I will do actually more also in interior. I want to do a fireplace, tables, and many other stuff, a library, many things I want to put inside. It's a long project. Only the tower is only a pieces of the big castle, guys. And now it's time to do something about the roof. No, sorry, about the floor. I want a wooden floor, and I use this wire brush to give you the wooden texture. Take a look. Looks really well. Looks like well done, my friend. Looks like a real woods. I love it. I think for a guy that for the first time I do something similar, I think it's nice results. And take a look how it looks the floor along with the walls and everything about the tower. I think it looks really cool. In my humble opinion, guys, let me know what you think in the comments right now, or in the chat if you're watching the premiere, this first step of my Mythic Legion Secret Project number 3, huge diorama, and not only a diorama, it's a play set actually. And now I want to do a trapdoor for the magic, for the wizard room. I use a template, and also then I use my proxon hot wire to cut this trapdoor. I use also a toothstick also for the to give you to be able to open also the door. Take a look. Works really well. This is the action feature, the trapdoor underneath the wizard room. Super cool. I love it. I love how comes out these things. What do you think, my friends? The trapdoor in the wizard room in the castle, my friends. And now another look on this. The trapdoor from underneath. We are in the other room underneath the trapdoor, and you can see how looks the trapdoor underneath from the bottom, from the previous room, and you can see also a little bit the other room, the wizard room. So my friends, this is but just for now of this project, because more is coming about this Mythic project number 3, the huge diorama, huge building terrain. So consider to become my patron, guys, because that day you can help me to purchase many stuff and things to continue this huge project. So if you can help me with my pet, you can find the link below in the description of the video. You can help me for this project. Thank you so much, guys. So thank you so much, my friends, and so long, everybody.